The door swung open and collided against the wall with a thud. I turned over in my bed, shocked to see who was at the door this late. Stood in the doorway. He was wearing joggers and a simple shirt. I shot him a glare. Namjoon and Jin Hyung are getting it on, and I am being kicked out of my own room, so I guess I am crashing here. Can't he just sleep on a couch in the living room or something? I thought. But I did not say that because I was too shy. I did not talk that much in journal. And I were not exactly friend, and to be honest I was kind of intimidated by him. Fine. I I turned in my bed again. I heard walking over to my bed. Well, make room then, he said. What? No, absolutely not. I would not close one eye with him in my bed. Yuna thought in mind. Can't you sleep in Jin Hyung bed? I asked, still with my back to him. Jin Hyung bed. You can't be serious. They are in there every other night. I waved my hand in dismissal behind me. Suddenly he grabbed it and pulled me up. I made a sound of protest as he used his strength to force me to move. What the hell? He was just forcing me to share my bed, and I did not dare to protest too much. Better to stay on friendly side. He scoffed and I felt him stare down at me. You need all this bed? Yes, yes I do, I thought. He released a hold on my wrist and almost threw himself on the space beside me, forcing me away with his elbow. I signed, but he didn't seem to care. I suffered to get comfortable now that the lump was lying beside me. My eyes narrowed. You are selfish, I said out, annoyed. Oh, so she talks. It in fact had been the first time you had spoken to him without it being an answer to something he asked or a quick hello in the class. I now turned to him and said, and immature. Stuck a middle finger up as his eye closed, a stupid smile playing along his lips. He put his hand down and signed against the blanket as he ignored me. And his stupid attitude. And stupid, I tried, trying to get under his skin. No reaction. And ugh, stop trying to get under my skin. Interrupted me. Go to sleep, he said. I did not respond after that. Peace settled over the bed. The room was dark. The muscles around my hand relaxed to unclench the blanket. I did not even realize I was grabbing with annoyance at the Taehyung, and tiredness slowly started to pull. Just when I was falling asleep, movement came from my side as tossed and turned. My eyes snapped open and I pursed my lips but kept quiet. He still moved once more, shuffling against the blanket as if he was actually trying to purposely annoy me. I gave an annoyed sign letting him know that he had to be more quiet. It seems to work and I felt that myself try once more, slowly, slowly and slowly. And the mattress practically bounced as he twisted his body to shuffle around again. I slammed my hand down on the bed beside me, having had enough of it. I wanted to sleep. Tomorrow was a long school day and I needed all sleep. What the are you playing at? He responded, what? Can't you just stay still for 5 minutes? Why are not you sleep? already anyway. He exhaled sharply. I can't sleep if you know, must boy. Well, I can't. I bit at him. Go sleep on a sofa in the living room if I bother you so much. You decided to sleep here yourself. I did not exactly ask you to. I assumed that he was not used to. It's not you. I faced him explain. You are cute when you are annoyed and confused, but trying not to show it. Said and not answering the question. Who would have known you could be so interesting? I frowned. Shut up. Never, he grinned. Stop avoiding my question, I said sharply. The grin disappeared, his hand raised, scruffing up his blond hair. I blinked confused as ever at my weird companion. He muffled his word against his palm. I was not able to hear anything. What I said. He repeated whatever it was. It remained as unclear as ever. I raised myself into my hands, looking down at the idiot who was somehow in my bed. Why can't you sleep? I spoke in a clear voice. Funnily let his hand slip from his face. He scoffed up at me. I'm just for God's sake, I need my stuffed animal. My face split into a grin and I could not help the laugh that I let out. The so-called Prince Charming needed a stuffed animal to sleep. And all this time I had been imitated by this boy. It was almost cute. Almost. He groaned at my amusement and rolled over his back, turned to me as if I would not catch the red on his cheek. I lay myself back into the bed, staring at the ceiling as I bite my bottom lip to repress the smile. I turned my head to look at his back. I whispered, "What?" He groaned back. "You need something to cuddle with then." I tried not to cring as I said it. I just wanted to sleep, so if he really had to stop moving around in my bed. He flew his head over his shoulder and started at me in a doubt. "What? You need something to cuddle, right? That's why you can't sleep?" I asked him again. Turned to fully face me, still looking at me in doubt. "Cuddle me," I said shortly. He frowned, his eyebrows narrowing, his eyes. "Fine, stay up all night for all I care, but stop making the whole bed shake with your moving around for sake." I exhaled heavily again and turned my back to him, still feeling his staring eyes behind me. I closed my eyes and ignored his warm presence. It was just when I had found a steady breathing pattern that I felt an arm snake around my waist and pull me closer. As if he could sense the poorly suppressed winning smirk forming on my face, he murmured, "Shut up." His chin nestled into my hair and his words were muffled and breathed against my neck as he said, "If you tell anyone, go to sleep." He finally kept quiet and minutes went by without a movement to disturb me. If someone has told me a few hours ago that I would be cuddling this night, I would have laughed in their face. A few more seconds of a silence passed before I whispered, "I won't tell a soul." Despite himself, I felt him breathe a chuckle against my skin, and I fell asleep with his breathing radiating warmth.